A female hero has everything about her reversed. This is for entertainment purposes only. This short story is only for people over the age of 18.
The first thing I noticed was that my conscience didn't actually go away. It just kind of flipped.
Is how I started my introduction to the villains around me. It would have been a better situation if they didn't have their very lethal armaments pointed at my head. Living in a world with gods and monsters is already a mess, but being a young woman in the superhero scene? That's a whole different level of annoyance. I spend my days and nights around guys who can lift tectonic plates and rip through steel like it is nothing more than tissue paper. Everyone thinks they're the MVPs because they leave the most rubble behind. Seriously, they have debates back at HQ. Then there's me. My powers are way more subtle, which actually makes me way more dangerous. To the public and my team, I'm just psychic. It's a name and my power. I'm someone who can nudge a decision or get a confession out of someone. No one has any idea that I can actually rip apart a person's soul, wipe their brain clean, and rewrite everything they believe until they're basically just a puppet doing whatever I want. I keep that a secret because the heroes would totally freak out if they knew I had that much control over another's mind, maybe theirs. The funny thing is, if I wanted to, they'd never know it. That's what makes me a top-tier hero, holding my villain side in check. Then my team ran into this guy called Reverse. The guy was a total glitch. By glitch meaning, he was a reality-altering villain. He could flip, or reverse, the trajectory of a bullet or rewind or revere a localized bubble of time around a bomb, thanks to the one thrown by Kill Death. During the fight, I tried to get into his head to shut him down from the inside. But the door was wide open. He didn't even fight me. He wanted a psychic attack. He just used the link I made to flood my mind with his own reverse energy. In one huge psychic surge, he reached into my core and flipped a very large and very important main switch. He didn't erase what I believed, that bastard just reversed it. He reversed just about everything. The fight ended in a massive blur. The team eventually ganged up on him, too many for him to reverse their physical blows, and after he had enough brain trauma to drop unconscious, the team threw him in containment. Nobody noticed anything had happened to me. They just saw a teammate who survived a psychic clash. They didn't see that my entire moral compass had just spun 180 degrees. It wasn't like I'd been rendered stupid, so I knew to hide what I actually felt. By the next morning, everything felt different. All that heroic cause stuff suddenly felt like some boring, unpaid internship. That's probably because it really was an unpaid internship where I was trying to show sponsors I had what it would take to be a hero. I started feeling disgusted by how selfless my teammates were. Like, why am I risking my life for people who don't even deserve me when being a villain would be way more fun and way more profitable? I was thinking about all this the next afternoon at the gym. I didn't feel like my usual sweatpants and sweatshirt. I was sporting the skimpiest sports bra I could find, and shorts that were so short I skipped wearing panties. Working up a real sweat this time weightlifting was when I saw Mia, also known as Mountain Maiden. She's basically a biological masterpiece. Mia is super muscular, literally, and honestly she's so sexy that her presence takes over the whole room. Perfectly proportioned like some sculptor went for the perfect woman. Her breasts defy gravity and nature with their size. Her hair is black as night. Her skin is the color of dark chocolate. Also she was very, very straight, which is something everyone knew about her thanks to her sponsor, Heroes for Heaven. As I stood in the locker room watching Mia take off her gym top, showing off her 8-pack abs, and rippling of muscles on her back, the old me would have felt some weird, knee-jerk reaction to look away from something as repulsive as another woman's sexy body. But that girl is gone. The reversal killed the guilt and replaced it with this cold, predatory hunger for something I'd never wanted before. I wanted a woman, all of a woman, every inch of her, and I wanted her to do things to me that would have been behind a paywall on porn sites. I didn't even hesitate. I reached out with my mind and slid into Mia's consciousness with a precision she couldn't even defend against. I didn't just influence Mia. I was done being subtle. I started re-engineering her mind from the ground up. I wove this new web of desire in her head, twisting her straightness into this obsessive longing for me, another woman, and young, and I might add, very well proportioned. I watched her face change, her eyes going blank as her free will just disappeared, replaced with what I desired. Now, she had one overriding desire to seduce and serve me. I think we steamed up the locker room more than the hot water in the shower. Looking at her naked, perfect body shivering under my command, I realized being a hero was a total waste of my time, and I was done. Mia is just the first piece of the new puzzle that is me, psychic. Mia is the first of many slaves in my new empire, built on the ruins of the world I used to protect. I'm no longer here to protect the world. I exist to dominate every living soul on this planet, starting with Mia, and now?
Every one of you kneeling villains.
The end. This was a work of fiction. Any similarity between people, living or dead, is purely coincidence. This scenario did not, or should not, have happened in real life. Thank you for listening.